guys, thanks for tuning in to the channel. I'm Scott.
And I'm Mike.
Thanks for joining us in the Movie Den. Today we got a special treat, episode 4 of Don't Trash on Me. We are reviewing the film
Dead Heat,
starring Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo. It's basically about two cops. One dies, the other one kind of brings him back to life. Without any spoilers, but he brings him back to life, and so they ultimately gotta find out who killed him, and hope he lasts. I mean, he's dead, but he's walking the streets alive, and no heartbeat,
no pulse,
nothing like that. Heartbeat, pulse, kind of the same thing, but
just a shell,
just a shell of a man walking around. Yeah. But anyways, it's a horror comedy directed by Mark Goldblatt, who's essentially an editor and a big Hollywood editor. You guys, and if you're familiar with film, you might have heard his name. Done Terminator, Terminator 2, True Lies.
Oh yeah, True Lies.
True Lies. Many more. Armageddon. You did
Sorry.
Armageddon. No, that's cool. That's cool. You can chime in anytime. Yeah. But he did a great job with it. I think with what he had is relative $2-3 million. It was made for
back in 1980.
Oh shit!
Like 5 or 6.
It's right around there, 84, 85, right in the mid 80s. I'll get back to you on the date. But anyways, So let's talk about the highlights of the film. Practical effects.
Definitely, the practical effects were great.
The design was really, the design for the time is good. The makeup designs, the Dog the Bounty Hunter man, the zombie that looked like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh yeah,
when they're fighting Anyways, that's when my wife walked in and said, "Hey, that looks like Dog the Bounty Hunter." So, and she wasn't too far off with that one. Just a fatter, uglier version.
Yeah.
But the mechanical effects were also pretty good. The ducks. You remember the ducks? The chickens?
The ducks.
Ducks and chickens.
I mean, honestly, they did, the puppet work, whatnot, everything with the creatures and yada yada. I'm not giving anything away.
Yeah, but that bull, though.
Oh, the bull was awesome. And you really got to watch this movie to find out what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's
awesome. We might give little bits, but we're not going to give any major spoilers. But Treat Williams plays the undead officer, who's desperately trying to find out who killed him, and although he's on the verge of dying himself, he just at least wants to have a peace of mind about it, and close the case before he finally kicks the bucket.
Right.
Joe Piscopo and his cheesy one-liners. Oh my God!
This film is chock full of cheesy one-liners, but they are really top-notch. they're really top-notch one-liners. I mean, it's Joe Piscopo. Yeah,
it's serious situation.
Anticipate one-liners.
Cut away to Joe Piscopo and his one-liner. Something way out of place. One-liner be way out of place. It's just like, dude. Okay.
Director's like, cut, rap.
Yeah. But anyways, it definitely had some major gaps, in the editing. You'd be concentrating on one scene. You're like, okay, all right.
I get it.
And then all of a sudden, boom. Okay. It's like you missed a big chunk of the movie.
You hit some portal.
Yeah, and just like all of a sudden you're back in the movie. It's like you got up in the theater and came back. It's like a whole different scene. It's just like, whoa. Hey.
Well put.
Yeah,
that's really exactly what
it's just like you got the two main characters talking. Not a fade out or anything. Just a quick cut, and they're in another scene in another area talking. And it's just like, okay, what happened in between here and there?
Maybe I had to cut for time. I don't know, but. The movie's only an hour and a half.
Right?
90 minutes.
It just felt like there were, and that's the only part that I really didn't like about the movie.
Yeah,
is that it? When you feel like you're missing something. I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
No.
It's not a great movie and it's not a terrible movie.
Not at all.
But it's a good movie. But it was just.
But it's like the filmmakers wanted to keep it moving along at such a
pace.
And
it's just like you fast forward through part of the movie you didn't get to see.
Like you blink once and it's like, whoa, what just happened?
It's like, whoa, did we miss something? The acting was decent for for what was to expected in a
Tree Williams and Joe Piscopo.
Yeah, I mean, in a low budget
Joe
movie.
Piscopo.
Vincent Price.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Vincent Price makes a cameo in this film. You know, horror legend himself plays Arthur P. What the hell? You know what?
Something louder. Loudermilk.
Loudermilk.
Yeah, Loudermilk, a traditional kind of rich British name or something. Loudermilk.
Who was like, I guess, the founder of this technology they use to, you know, essentially what they're doing is bringing back like criminals to rob banks, and they just can't die. You know, and that's kind of how it started. And that opening was great. You know, with them trying to take out the bank robbers at the beginning, they're like,
it's fantastic.
Hey, Raj, why won't these guys die? Or he asked Doug, how come they went, oh, they're just flesh wounds.
They're just flesh wounds, yeah.
But, man, that really set the pace for the whole movie, you know, just like what to expect. And it just got better and better as it went along.
It doesn't let up, and it doesn't disappoint. You might find yourself confused at times, and that's okay too.
Yeah, and if you can get past Joe Piscopo and his hammy, he laid that liquid cheese, man.
Yeah,
liquid cheese.
In the super tight t-shirt tucked into his pants.
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, no, he was just totally hamming it up, man.
The mullet perm.
Oh like
the perm mullet.
The perm mullet. We'll call it a perm mullet.
It's actually.
It looked good on him.
It's breathtaking.
I'm jealous. I wish I could have a perm like that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised when you're in the back of the car and it's just not. But you know that look. He always has that look on his face. That this kind of semi smirk. You know, like hey, I'm in this
kind of like he knows something.
Yeah.
But he's not letting on to what he knows.
It just looks like he was having a ball doing this movie, man.
Oh.
And, if you can get past that the cheesiness of Joe Piscopo, I know a lot of people don't like him, but yeah, man, I honestly haven't seen the movie. Like this is my sixth or seventh time seeing Dead Heat.
Yeah.
Honestly, with him embedded in, I don't think anybody else
could have played that part.
Part. It was Joe Piscopo written all over it.
As much as anything can have Joe Piscopo written all over it. It was this.
Yeah, and it's just like I said before, some of his one-liners might have felt out of place.
Oh, but, most of them.
The film didn't take itself too seriously, man.
No,
it's about a bunch of cops chasing a bunch of zombies.
It's a buddy cop alien flick.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, when you put that together, you're gonna have a good time watching it.
Yeah, and
even if you think it's bad and it's a good time,
man.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's worth a look. Definitely. I know this is Don't Trash on Me, but you got to understand, guys, that we're not always gonna be trashing on a film because there's a lot of cult movies out there that aren't trashy at all, and we'll be reviewing some of those here and there. But we do our best to kind of incorporate some trash in it, and that's kind of what we do. We might not trash on the whole film as a whole, but
trash on different aspects of the film.
Like we Joe Piscopo and his cheesy one-liners, him hamming it up. Yeah, that made it pretty, you could put that in the trash category. But, overall...
Set design.
It was the 80s.
Everybody was... early to mid-80s, too.
Right, and everybody was trying to crank out movies like this and, made for relatively low budgets, They're not made to... be extravagant pieces of art per se.
It's not going to be a Michael Bay blockbuster, kind of.
Or take one of the top horror directors today. Any of them.
Yeah.
If it was made today, it would have much more serious tone. It wouldn't be the film that it is. They brought something different back then. A buddy cop horror movie. Comedy.
It really is unique in that aspect. That way, it's a buddy cop zombie flick. Okay,
buddy cop zombie horror flick, pretty much. And you can totally see the tones of Lethal Weapon and Night of the Living Dead in it.
Seriously,
but
they are Riggs and Murtaugh in the movie.
But it was a nice blend.
Absolutely,
So Mike, as far as the movie itself, not trash as far as Joe Piscopo. I'm trashing Joe Piscopo only because it's don't trash on me.
I get it.
I'm gonna trash on Joe Piscopo.
I get it, and I'm not.
Although,
Joe, you're my boy. If you're watching,
he loves you,
sorry.
man. He loves you.
Ever since Johnny Dangerously. Sorry.
I saw more in Saturday Night Live than anything else. And
well, yeah,
it was good, and it was good in Saturday Night Live.
It was.
Him and Eddie Murphy were the sole survivors of the second round of casting in Saturday Night Live. But Eddie Murphy went on to big things. Joe Piscopo kind of faded out into the TV realm and
obscurity.
He's still alive and kicking, doing TV, but you know. But anyways, guys, this has been a review of Dead Heat, directed by Mark Goldblatt.
Yeah,
guys,
and,
check it out. Let us know what you think down in the comments.
Yeah, please. We'd love to hear from you.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Did you think we gave it a fair review? Do you think it was trash? Do you think it deserves to be? Do you think it's an underrated film?
Very.
You know, it's fallen into the cult status. People seem to like it a lot. You know,
it's worth the 90 minutes.
Minimal trashing. Yep. It's a good flick to revisit. Guys, check it out. Again, I'm Scott.
I'm Mike.
Thanks for tuning into the Movie Den. We'll see you next time.